I share what I'm listening to and my thoughts on music and the business daily for free at helloyassine.com. What's poppin', yo? Rock Nation got a different level of power because damn near for the same crime, they got someone sitting in California State Prison for the next 5 to 8 years, and they got someone off scot-free. Because A$AP Rocky was just found not guilty on both charges of shooting at A$AP Relli. Now, this is one of the luckiest breaks I've seen in hip-hop history. It's also, I tweeted this out, about how A$AP Relli got to be the biggest failure of all time because these guys are kinfolk, or were kinfolk at one point in time. They were locked in, they were teenagers, they were friends. Not the Sandbox, but not the Jungle Gym either. But, you know, they were in the studio. They were kicking it. Relli wasn't writing any raps. But now you're pointing at your man. Number one, you weren't even in a position where you were going to go to jail whatsoever. So you're not even, this is worse than 6ix9ine because 6ix9ine was at least trying, this is not justifying 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine's a scumbag from what we've seen with every relationship that he's had. So with 6ix9ine's case, he got into the gang, number one, when he was an adult. He didn't really care about them. They didn't go back. It was mutually beneficial, and 6ix9ine was facing 45 years in prison. So he said, hey, I'm going to sell you guys out so I can save myself and I can continue making money. Which it's like, okay, we can see what you're doing there. But with the case of A$AP Relli, he had no chance of going to jail. He survived. Now, granted, I'm not here to say A$AP Relli shouldn't get paid for something like that. Like, if a guy's aiming it at you, upping it at you, and popping it at you, yeah, he probably deserves to be in jail, or in cuffs at least. Like, the guy's a menace to society. But that didn't happen with Rocky. And anyway, so Relli's up there pointing fingers, and gets nothing out of it. Rocky is free. Rocky's about to have the biggest year of his career if he actually decides to drop some bars. People want him to win. They've wanted him to win, but let's not cap and pretend that A$AP Rocky's innocent. I got people in the comments saying, man, we knew he was innocent. What? You what? This is a case where we saw reasonable doubt. Sure, there was reasonable doubt, of course. There was a lot of reasonable doubt in Tory Lanez case. But the thing is, what people are saying that are claiming that Rocky's innocent, I don't believe that. Of course, legally he is. He's found not guilty. You're telling me that you believe that A$AP Rocky was so upset at his mans that he brought a starter pistol with him. What rapper have you ever heard of carry around a fake pistol? And A$AP Rocky, too. So it's not just any rapper. Because I'll give you an example. Smoke Perp, these guys clearly didn't grow up in Harlem. They didn't grow up rich or anything, but, you know, they grew up decent. Or maybe, like, sub-decent. Like, they weren't in the streets like that. Lil Xan was rolling around with, Lil Xan, of all people, he was rolling around with a real burner. So you're telling me that A$AP Rocky's going to pull up on someone with a fake burner and then pop a fake shell at him when they were clearly in argument and weren't cool before that or after that? I think Relli just got the trash end of the stick, and some people are just luckier than others. This is just proof. Like, A$AP Rocky got the biggest blessing of his career by making the wrong decision. And this is the thing, people will be like, yo, bet on yourself. Somebody in my comments really said bet on yourself and got a bunch of likes for that. If I wasn't so outraged, I gave more details on this, things that I can't say on YouTube if you were on helloyassine.com. But man, Tory Lanez bet on himself, and look what he's doing. Yeah, exactly. No, just because the outcome was favorable doesn't mean that the decision to not take the plea was a good idea. Granted, now he's going to have bigger deals than he ever thought imaginable, but I hope A$AP Rocky takes this and comes back to music, comes back to the rap game, because he's worried about all of these endorsements. But the reason he has these endorsements, I hope he knows that, is because of the rap music he made, the influence that he had on the game. You were into fashion, but you were not in fashion before you made music. You weren't some designer and then or some model, and then just thought, let me get into this rap stuff. That's what Sheck West was. Sheck West was a model doing like runway stuff, and then he decided to hop in the rap game, and now he's chilling. I don't really know what he's doing. That's a video for another day, though, in terms of how this guy's still got 5 million monthly listeners and hasn't dropped the music, maybe one song in the past 4 or 5 years. That just goes to show you really only need a couple of songs. But with A$AP Rocky, the music is what will carry you. And you don't got your own brand like Rihanna does. And people are like, man, he's got Rihanna. He don't got to do anything. Listen, you're a bum and you want to live off of somebody else and you're untalented. So you can't relate to somebody talented like A$AP Rocky. Him just kicking back like a loser. I'm not saying Rocky's doing that, but that's what it appears to be for the past 4 years. And you want him to continue kicking back like a loser and being in the shadow of his wife. For what reason? Because he can? Like, get the hell out of here. I need some music. I need him to live up to his potential, because seeing Travis Scott get all the fruit, and this is a perfect contrast. Travis Scott, we all know, man, he's juiced the sauce out of A$AP. He was an A$AP fan, A$AP mob as a whole, which is cool. But Travis Scott is a perfect example of someone that perfectly balances commerce, fashion, influence with music. He gives you just enough music to do a bunch of deals, 100 million plus in deals. And then he goes back to the music again, drops some hits for you. And then he goes back again, and he balances this perfectly. Rocky is almost snobbish with it, like, man, why would I step in a studio? Why would I make some music? I'm over here, I don't know, carrying my baby while my wife is doing Fenty product shoots. I'm just wondering, what has A$AP Rocky been doing before this case? Obviously, he had to focus on this case. I hope he's been recording music, but I don't think he has. Or at least writing, because I know he's got a lot to get off of his chest. I know there's a lot of frustration pent up on A$AP Relli. So we need some of the... And Don't Be Dumb, that's one of the best album names for an outcome like this. And he already had that album name, and he was teasing it for years. But yeah, Testing is a hard project. I'm not trying to hear anything from Testing haters. Y'all can step to the side. I mean, feel free to voice your opinion on why you did or did not like Testing in the comment section. Just know that I don't agree with it. But we allow differing opinions here. We don't allow dissents, though. That's a different story. So in A$AP Rocky's situation, this is basically like he got out of a bid, except it's amplified because you were facing 20 plus years and you didn't take a deal that every single rapper, podcaster, blogger, street person, individual, every single person was telling him to take this deal. You got lucky. You made the wrong decision, but you got lucky. And now you have an opportunity to get... He's at a peak right now where he wasn't even at when he dropped Testing. It's unfortunate, though, because we all know that if Drake was still cool with Rocky, Drake would have hopped on a Drake song. Drake would have hopped on an A$AP Rocky song. We know that's exactly something he would do, because remember when Gucci got freed and Drake hopped on 2 Gucci tracks? I think it was Both, and there's another one, Runnin'. It's All Alone, something All Alone. I don't remember the exact lyrics. I know we got Drake stands in here that'll remember that, but that's something he would have hopped on. I know Boosie's going to be going in on Relli on these Vlad interviews. So we got a positive outcome for everybody here, except for Relli. But hey, you took that chance. You caught the L. It is what it is. Lick your wounds. You can't really come back another day. If he tries to file a civil lawsuit after this, I don't really see how that pans out. But this case was just a mess. I really don't know what happened, but I do believe that A$AP Rocky did it. But hey, you got off. I did not want Rocky in jail, and I said in a video a month ago or so, I just don't feel in my gut that he's going to get locked up, and he didn't. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Go to helloyassine.com for in-depth updates. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you for watching. Peace.